So let's understand the reference first and then I'll come to your drawing. Reference has three objects. The biggest one is a bottle or container which I can relate to a cylindrical shape. Then there's a small bottle, white color, which is again I can relate to cylindrical shape, and the pot here I can relate it to a cone shape. Now, talking about the drawing, I have shared a video with you which has a detailed instructions on drawing. The drawing process remains same. Doesn't matter what object you are drawing, but the process is same. The process contains of 3 to 4 steps. One is the marking, understanding what is in the bag, where the bottoms are touching. So this is wavefront. These both are of almost same line, and then there's background and foreground. So first you need to create box for each of these elements, right? Simple rectangular boxes in which you can actually fit these objects. Once you are done with that, then you need to work on detailing one object at a time. When drawing box, first you need to consider any one object as your local or as your main object which you can see completely, and with the local objects or the main objects measurement, the remaining measurements will be uh, calculated. So in the video that I shared, I'm talking about that in detail. So just look at that video. Now, what happened in your drawing is, I think, the pot and the container. Now you need to measure the total width of the pot versus the container, and when I measure it using a pencil, so I'm keeping this sheet in front of me. I've taken a printout, or you can actually use your computer screen. And when I measure this distance, let me fine. So I'm measuring this distance and this. These are the two distances that I'll be working with, and this would be my probably the squarish rectangular shape in which I'll fit this element. Now I know the total width of the pot. I'll take the same width in my pencil. So just keeping the point of my pencil here and the end here, and just taking the same measurement around this area. So as it's broader from top, but as it comes down it narrows. I'll just draw one imaginary line here. Okay, so this would be kind of the bottom of the pot. When I compare this imaginary line here, when I keep this line, so when I keep this line over here, I feel that they are of same width. But when I keep the same line here, it's shorter. So I know that the, uh, it will be broader from top and shorter from, but then I'll use this as a tool of measurement. Just take the video. So what happened here was, this is correct, okay, but I think this got too wide here. So just check, just measure the drawing. Similarly, what happened here with the bottle, even though these two look fine to me, the bottle, this length is way long. So when you see the object, this is one circle, and then there is one more circle, right? And I'm just joining these two circles. So you need to do the same exercise. This is the circle 1, and then the second circle is just halfway, and you need to just join this. This is your bottle. So I think the drawing is clear and it's ending right here. Now you can also measure like how far is it going, the bottle, from the side of the container. So this is around probably half of this pot. Measure half of this pot, take the same measurement, drag it here, and the bottle will end somewhere here. So this is how you need to do. Um, Now talking about the values, I think the value scale is working. It's coming along. There is a good value of the pottery here. Now what happened is you actually outlined the pottery, so you don't have to outline stuff. Just merge, just blend this darker line that you added. That will actually give volume to the entire surface. Anything which is outlined, it feels like it is, ending there. So it's not ending, the it's going all the way around in the back. So you just simply need to get rid of this. I think the values is coming along, but for me this is a dark object. This is the darkest, this is second dark, and I see some darker strokes coming around this area. So you need to add those strokes, just darken it a bit more, and rest is working. Same for the pottery. This is the darkest object and this is the lightest. So I should be able to make out which is the darkest, which is the second, and which is the lightest. So for now these two objects, they look same. This is also pretty much same. So when you squint, compare this value, compare this gray with this. This is pretty dark. This is like around, if you see the 9-step value scale, this is around the second spot. So this would be very light. And shadow shapes are fine. The highlight is, it's okay. Make sure that your eraser has a nice point so that your highlight lines are pretty sharp. Rest, I think it's working, it's coming along. The drawing was kind of it was there. I would not say it's perfect, but it was good enough to understand the overall composition. Um, you simply just need to fix this drawing and also add some value in the background. It is very important to add some value in the background so that in this entire image, the lightest side is this side of the bottle, the front side, or sorry, the back side of the bottle. So to pull this in front, you need to add a darker value in the background. Not the darkest, but anywhere between second to third swatch. I hope I'm clear, and if any doubts, please let me know.